boxer who breaks his opponents not just with power, but with relentless pressure.
MMA.
He doesn't just win, he forces them to quit.
You see him always walking forward like
In a sport where pride means everything, where quitting is the ultimate shame, there's one man who makes even the toughest fighters throw in the towel.
You think you can improve on how hard you hit?
Subriel Matias, a rising star in boxing, has quickly gained a reputation for being one of the most dangerous fighters in the 140-pound weight division.
A mí me parece bien interesante porque entiendo que te dieron unos impactos de bala.
Sí.
¿Qué es lo que pasó?
With a fighting style that combines aggression, relentless pressure, and a powerful punch,
That mentally, some guys cannot. Matias has.
Matias has become a force to be reckoned with. His approach in the ring is intense, and his mental toughness only adds to the fear he instills in his opponents.
This was your only blemish that you had on your record, and you were able to come back and right that wrong and do it, as we said, in devastating fashion.
There was a lot of risk in taking this fight. Why did you do it?
Is that when you're sure what you know that you have, the skill that you have, then you take the fight.
In a weight class filled with hard hitters and skilled fighters, Matias is standing out not only because of his power, but because of the attitude and confidence he brings into every fight.
¿Y sabe qué hice? Me querían cancelar la pelea. Y yo les dije que si ellos hacían eso, yo me retiraba del boxeo porque yo soy un hombre y yo tengo dignidad.
Matias's fighting style is often described as overwhelming and relentless.
As Matias starting to rip through back to the body. He's now the one being the aggressor. Back to the body and just an insane combination. And now Petros is in some real danger here.
He is constantly moving forward, putting pressure on his opponents and attacking with consistent power. Unlike fighters who rely on a few hard punches, Matias is more like a tropical storm, gradually breaking his opponents down over time. His method involves attacking with volume,
No se puede subestimar a nadie. En este deporte no hay nada escrito.
even if each punch doesn't immediately result in a knockout. This steady pressure leads to his opponents getting worn down, both physically and mentally. Even though Matias claims he's not a pure knockout artist, his record says otherwise. With 18 wins, all coming by knockout, it's clear that he knows how to stop a fight. His strategy is often compared to chopping down a tree, where each hit might not end the fight immediately, but over time, the damage becomes too much for the opponent to handle. His ability to maintain this intensity over several rounds makes him a dangerous competitor, especially in the later stages of fights. One of the darkest moments in Matias's career came in 2019 during his fight against Maxim Dadashev.
He didn't want me to stop it. I asked him like 5 times. I said, please, Max, I'm going to stop it. Max, you're getting hit too much. He said no. But my mind just said, stop this damn fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the sad thing about boxing. It's a contact sport. And, whenever you get bleeding in the brain, that's, there's usually no positive outcome off that.
God bless Max Dadashev. But Max fought him. That was the kid Max fought when he died. Correct. That guy's a beast, man.
Any feelings or any emotions that you're having right now? Everybody feels crazy. Everybody feels crazy. It's very bad for sport. Yeah.
Normally I can tell when a fight needs to be stopped. This is a kind of ring tragedy style fight.
The bout ended tragically when Dadashev passed away due to injuries sustained during the fight. Matias's relentless punishment took its toll on Dadashev, who despite being hurt, insisted on continuing the fight. Dadashev's trainer, Buddy McGirt, pleaded for the fight to be stopped, knowing how much damage was being done, but it was too late. The tragic outcome cast a heavy shadow over Matias's career. While this event brought unwanted attention to Matias, it didn't break his spirit. It's a difficult reality in boxing that sometimes things like this happen, but Matias was able to mentally recover and continue his career. Some fighters might not have been able to overcome the psychological impact of such a tragedy, but Matias moved forward, carrying the weight of that fight with him. Matias experienced his first and only professional loss in 2020 when he faced Petros Ananyan. This loss was a learning moment for Matias, but instead of backing down, he sought revenge. In a rematch, Matias dominated Ananyan, winning convincingly and erasing the only blemish on his record. This victory not only helped restore his confidence, but also marked the beginning of an impressive streak of wins. After the Annenian rematch, Matias went on to win 5 consecutive fights, all by stoppage. His aggressive style, combined with his improved technique, allowed him to force each of his last 5 opponents to quit before the fight ended. His knockout power continued to shine through, and he was quickly establishing himself as one of the most feared fighters in the division. Matias is now one of the top contenders in the 140-pound division, and many are hesitant to step into the ring with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see a lot of this man from Puerto Rico, Subriel Matias, ladies and gentlemen.
His aggressive, come-forward style is difficult to handle, and his power makes him a risky opponent for anyone. Despite this, Matias is hungry for more significant challenges and has expressed his desire to face the top names in his weight class. Fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Davis, and Devin Haney are all potential future opponents. Matias is quickly becoming known as a boogeyman in the division, a fighter that many opponents are reluctant to face because of the high risk he brings to the table. He is determined to fight the best in his division and prove that he belongs among the elite. His recent victories and knockout power have only added to his mystique, making him one of the most feared fighters in the weight class. As Matias continues to climb the ranks, the question remains, who will step up to face him? With his unrelenting style and knockout ability, Matias is a dangerous fight for anyone in the division. He has already called out top fighters like Lopez, Davis, and Haney, showing his willingness to take on the best. Subriel Matias is a rising star in the world of boxing. His aggressive fighting style, combined with his knockout power, has made him one of the most feared competitors in the 140-pound division. Despite the tragic incident with Maxim Dadashev, Matias has continued to push forward, becoming stronger and more determined. With potential fights against top names like Lopez, Davis, and Haney on the horizon, Matias is poised to prove that he's not just a dangerous puncher, but the best in his division. Fans of the sport should keep an eye on Matias as he continues his journey toward boxing greatness. If you're a fan of boxing and crave exciting matchups, keep your eyes on Matias as he looks to take on the toughest names in the sport. Follow his career, stay updated on upcoming fights, and join the conversation. What do you think? Is Matias the future king of the division? Let us know who you think should step into the ring with him next.